study seemed to indicate that it was possible that there was some reverse transcription. In other words, that this Pfizer vaccine may in fact change the DNA in these cell lines in the lab. I want to emphasize that. And you could be producing long-term spike proteins. What would that mean if later studies in turn verify that information?
Right, you're exactly right about that, Dan. This is a study out of Sweden, done in a lab, as you said, on a cell line made of human liver cells. And what it showed is that the RNA from the Pfizer vaccine was, as you said, reverse transcribed. So usually DNA goes to RNA to make protein, but occasionally, in rare instances, it can go backwards from RNA to DNA, and that's exactly what happened in this study. So the RNA from the vaccine made some DNA that was in the nucleus of the human liver cells in the lab. And one of the striking things about this study is that we've been told for a year, including by the CDC, that the genetic material from the vaccines does not enter the cell nucleus, the part of the cell that contains your own DNA. And this study strongly suggests that that may not be the case. It only took about 6 hours after exposure to the Pfizer vaccine for this to occur and for that DNA that was reverse transcribed from the vaccine to appear in the nucleus. Now, you were right to be cautious and not overstate the conclusions of this paper.
Of course.
One thing that we didn't see, and we don't know whether it's going to happen or not, is whether that DNA that was reverse transcribed will be integrated into your own chromosome where your DNA is. If that happens, and again, we need further studies to establish whether or not that might happen, as you said, that could possibly mean things like long-term production of the spike protein, and there's worry that that could cause autoimmune or other inflammatory problems. The spike protein after vaccination was supposed to be expelled from your system fairly quickly after you produce the necessary antibodies, but this is one among many studies that suggests that that might not be the case.
Dr. Kheriaty, thanks a lot for your time. We'll follow that.